Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning La La Land on Transformation Tuesday. It's never too late to transform your life, for sure. And no better to Davina Kotulski is in the house. She's an author, psychologist, life coach. It's an amazing book. It's never too late to be yourself. I love that title. It's a great title, right?
Thank you, Erin.
So tell us a little bit about your journey. How did you become, somebody who's transforming people's lives? It's a big place to be in life.
It's a pleasure to do this work. As the guests before have shared, and as you all have shared, it's about doing my own inner work.
Yeah.
I'm from Oregon originally, and I came out as LGBTQ in the 1980s.
Cool.
And so a time when it was still illegal to be LGBTQ, and sort of spent a great deal of my time working on...
Wait, it was illegal?
Yeah, it was illegal.
What, I don't know this. Please enlighten me.
Until 2003, it was against the law. In some states, you could be arrested and thrown in jail just for being an LGBTQ person.
This. And how did I not know this?
Yeah, so I got very involved in the marriage equality movement to change the laws because I had fallen in love and I wanted to get married and I wanted everybody else to have that right too. So it's been like a lifetime journey.
I agree.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah. It's been a lifetime journey of working to just be myself and help other people be who they came here to be. So whether that's folks in the LGBTQ community or just anybody wanting to be more of who they are.
So what really blocks somebody from listening to their heart?
Well, we've been taught in the society to prioritize logic, right? I'm a psychologist. We learn how to analyze things, and in the academic world, it's about following logic. In the social world, it's about getting along with everybody else, right? And putting on our personas and trying to, do what makes what's socially respectable or acceptable. And I'm not saying that we need to create total anarchy here or throw out logic, but our hearts need to lead, right? We need to be able to come back to ourselves and say, well, what's important to me? Why am I here? What do I need to do? And we get going really fast. And I know I speak really fast sometimes too, but it's like we start living our lives so quickly and we're trying to do so many things that we lose touch with our authentic essence.
So how is that? Because I'm not gay, but I feel like in my own spirituality, I had to come out of the closet with, like, it was scary to like come out with being what was my true self, right?
Yes.
So tell me, like, how was that for you? Like, where was that moment where you went, this is who I am? And like, I can't deny this, and I don't care what happens out there, how people receive it.
I was sort of sitting outside and having a conversation with God. And it was one of these things where it was like, okay, well, you know what? You made me this way. And so either I'm going to accept this as a gift or I'm going to kill myself because, it can't be, it has to be one or the other. And I thought, well, that would be stupid to kill myself. So I'm going to accept that this is a gift and I'm going to love myself. And I can't tell you that I loved myself 100% from that moment on, because I think we're always learning to love ourselves and letting go of layers of wounding and things of that nature.
Chills, just thinking about you out there,
you.
Having that real conversation with yourself.
But we are all created in love by the Spirit, and and accepting who we are, that we are unique gifts, each one of us.
Love that.
Wow, just profound. Really incredible story. And I remember reading somewhere, psychology is the study of the soul. Psyche means soul.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, we've sort of taken this roundabout path there through logic and through the intellect, right, to reach the soul. And so I just love for you to talk to us a little bit about like what's worked for you in terms of discovering the self. Of course, we use logic, but to hear the heart, something entirely different is necessary. So how do you do that?
Yeah, we have to slow down. We have to make space for ourselves. And it can be like just taking 15 minutes a day and just what would make you happy in this 15 minutes. And it might be to get up and go for a walk. It might be to, I'm noticing the roses here. It might be smelling the roses, literally smelling the flowers, watching a sunset. Whatever you can do to just slow yourself down and start breathing deeply and connecting with yourself, with your heart, right? Not just with your head. Meditation, we talked about meditation. You were talking about meditation earlier. That's a great way to slow yourself down and to just clear out the cache, right? You want yourself to be present, right?
Got to defrag the system.
What about the people like me who say, I do not have time to slow down. Life is already moving way too fast. If I slow down, I won't keep up.
You run over.
So what I've found is that when you slow down and you're living from your heart, you're going to be more in alignment with things, and you're not going to be creating resistance in your world. You're not rushing, so you're more in the flow. So it will actually create a greater flow state for you when you're in your heart. When you're in your heart, you're breathing deeply, you're relaxed, you're creating a state of, what the Heart Math Institute calls coherence, right? And that's a physiological state that really it changes our heart rate rhythms. I'm not going to be able to say it precisely, but the waves are like this. Now with relaxation, the waves are even, but they're spiky, right? But when we're deeply relaxed and in a state of, we're in a coherent state, which is the heart state, it's this beautiful kind of gumdrop flow. I don't know. So when you slow down, when you're in your heart, you actually are more in the flow, you're more in alignment.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Davina. Please tell everyone where they can find and follow your journey and get the book.
So you can get my book at everywhere books are sold and online. And my website is davinakotulski.com. And if you go to davinakotulski.com/new book, you can download a free chapter of the book.
Oh, nice.
Thank you so much. Remember, it's never too late to be yourself. Stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow. Good morning, Alliance.